Memories. So which one was like one of your favorite collaborations from back in the day?
I think the one I was most proud of at the time was Encore with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Because my album hadn't come out yet, and I'm a huge Jay-Z fan, and just to be on that album was pretty incredible. That was the Black Album, and I was pretty thrilled to be a part of that. So it was really because of Kanye, because Kanye made the beat and put me on the record, and that was pretty exciting. But I was happy about Selfish too, because that was my first video where I got featured. So Slum Village and Kanye, that was fun.
That's what's up. So then your album dropped,
Yes.
in 2004.
Yes.
And you've been bubbling ever since. Now, how has the journey been from that album until the album now, Revolver?
Well, it's been fun. I haven't stopped working really the whole time.
Yeah.
But I love doing what I do. I get to perform like every other night. I get to make records that I'm proud of, and I get to travel around the world. I've met some of the most interesting people in the world, some of the most influential people in the world, and it's only been 5 years since this all went down.
Yeah, and you've come a long way. You recently...
Election, but it was nice to see it happen.
That's what's up. Now, who are some of your favorite artists? Who do you like bumping on your iPod or in your car?
Like I said, Jay-Z, I'm a big fan of his. I love, even though I'm friends with Kanye, I'm also a fan of what he does because I think he's one of the best artists out right now. I think I really like Amy Winehouse. I like Jasmine Sullivan. I like Estelle, of course. Who else? I like the White Stripes. I like Lil Wayne. Those are just current artists that I like, but I listen to a lot of old stuff too, as you might have guessed. Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, the Beatles. I like good music, and I listen to it from whatever era. I don't let it on my iPod if it ain't good.
Yeah.
So when I put my shuffle on, I don't have to skip nothing.
So what else are you trying to get into? Is there any other avenues that you want to touch on besides singing?
And I started an organization called the Show Me Campaign, which is an organization that fights poverty through education. And then I've also obviously was involved in Obama's election, and I try to stay involved in what's going on politically just because I'm a concerned citizen. And then I've done a little bit of acting and done a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But really what I love to do is music, and that's what I do best, and that's what I spend most of my time doing, and that's really what I want to do.
Yeah. Now, speaking of like TV appearances that you've done, I saw that you were on Sesame Street.
Yes, I was.
How was that?
It was fun. The Sesame Street, you know, we all watched it as kids, and when they asked me to do it, I was like, really? But all the greats have been on Sesame Street. They showed me clips of everybody. I was like, you know what? That means you know you made it when you've been on Sesame Street.
You know?
So,
they're kicking it with Elmo and Big Bird.
I did it, yeah.
That's what's up. So we got some questions for you.
From the audience?
Yeah, from the audience.
Excellent.
Picked out a couple of them.
Yeah.
First question, what was your favorite collaboration?
My favorite, really Green Light with Andre. I feel like he's one of the greatest of all time, and he hasn't been on the scene that much musically lately, so it was truly an honor to have him on my record. It made the record much better, just having his energy on it. And that was really an example of two people coming together and making something better than the sum of their parts. And so I think that was really cool.
Yeah, and the video was crazy too.
Yeah,
I know
we
you
had
guys
fun.
had to have fun on that.
We had
set.
a lot of fun making that video, and it was a collaborative effort between me and Andre and the director, just coming up with the concepts and the ideas for it, and we had a lot of fun making it.
Nice, nice. All right, that was from Larissa in Oakland. Shout out to
Hi, Larissa. Is she here? Hi, Larissa, right here. Yeah.
Next question is from Dina from right here in Sac. What advice do you have for upcoming artists?
Well, first of all, just be great at what you do. Don't just be all right. Be great at it. So if you're a singer, take vocal lessons and try to get better. If you're a writer, keep writing because practice makes you better. And listen to the artists that you love and try to understand what they do that makes their song great, and then try to do that yourself. And then that's on the side of just making great product. And also, I would say one more thing with that is working with the right people, because you don't have to do everything by yourself. So try to work with a co-writer or co-producer or another artist that can help you bring out the best in you. No artist is an island. You don't do this by yourself, because I wouldn't have been here without people like Kanye, but also people that aren't even famous, other producers and songwriters that I worked with over the years. They made me a better artist, and they made records with me that wouldn't have been the same without them. And so don't be afraid to collaborate. And then once you have great music, then you got to get it in the hands of the people that can help you exploit it. And you got to maybe find a manager, somebody in the industry that can help you navigate that. And be prepared to work really hard. I want everybody to dream big, but realize that most people don't make it and become very successful in this business. It is exceptionally difficult. So you have to be persistent. You have to be really talented. You have to work really hard. You have to surround yourself with good people if you're going to be in this business and actually last long. Really, those are the main things I would tell you. And have a backup plan.
Tina in Roseville wants to know who or what inspired you to become a singer?
Well, I grew up around music. So my mother, my father, my grandmother, everybody around me loved music. They didn't really do it professionally, but they did it at church and at school and different things like that. And it was just something that we were always surrounded by. We were always encouraged to participate. We always felt like music was part of our heritage. And so that's what we did.
Oh, speaking of heritage and
Yes.
family and stuff like that, Erica in Sac wants to know what's your favorite childhood memory? Oh,
I've never been asked that, actually. I don't know if I have one favorite childhood memory. Well, just in the context of music and what I do now, I remember specific instances of performing at church and at school that encouraged me to keep going, because I really enjoyed that feeling of making the crowd happy and doing what I love to do. And so really a lot of my fondest memories are those moments when I was on stage and felt like it was all coming together and it felt good.
nice. All right. Kanisha from right here in Sac wants to know, are you going to start your own label in the future?
I already did. Estelle is the first artist that we released on my label, Homeschool Records. Mm-hmm. And I co-wrote a lot of the songs on her first album, like American Boy and a few other songs. And we're all already working on her next album that is almost done, actually. We just made some great tracks with her, actually this week in LA with No ID. So that was really good. And then my brother Vaughn Anthony is also going to be released on my label, and he's actually opening the show tonight before NDRE.
Nice, very good. All right, and Nikki High Life. Hey, Nikki, where you at?
In the corner.
Hey, girl. She wants to know, are you a trained musician or are you self-taught? And if
I'm a combination of the two. I took piano lessons as a kid. I never took vocal lessons as a kid, but I've taken vocal lessons since I've become famous and successful, because really at this point the most challenging thing was not just singing well, but singing well every night, which takes a certain degree of stamina, and you have to figure out how to pace your voice in the right way and sing from the right place so that you don't wear it out too quickly. And so every artist has that challenge, and vocal coaches are there to help you figure that out. I played a lot by ear, because as people know that grow up in certain types of churches, the old lady might just start singing anything, and you just gotta
jump in
and adjust. So you gotta go in whatever key she started in, and whatever song she started singing, you just start playing. So you have to be able to adjust, and so you have to learn trial by fire, really, how to play by ear. And so that's how I learned a lot. You can also do that by listening to the radio and trying to pick out chord progressions of the songs you're listening to. And once you start doing that a lot, you start to recognize patterns, and that helps you become more adept at playing by ear.